guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. I miss you guys so much. I know I haven't filmed much. I've been very busy, but I am back today with a Q&A. I had you guys ask me questions on my Instagram, which my name will be tagged on the screen if you want to follow me, which I highly suggest you should, because I let you guys know ahead of time of when I'm posting a YouTube video, what the video is, and I just post pictures on there all the time. I also am going to be answering some other questions. I basically just took questions off of Google from YouTube videos of like juicy Q&A questions, so figured I'd get a little personal with you guys today and just tell you things maybe that you didn't know, or just answer some questions that you guys are dying to know. So without further ado, let's get started. One of the first questions that I got, I actually really liked. The question was, what was your goal by the end of 2018 and have you achieved it yet? So I am not one for like New Year's resolutions or goals for the future year, but at the beginning of this year, I did actually write in my notes of my phone things that I wanted to achieve or potentially achieve, or just things to have written down to work towards. So I'm actually gonna pull up that note because I haven't looked at it in a while and I kind of forgot about it. So I literally wrote this on January 1st. The first one that I wrote down was get signed to an agency. I have always had this dream and I will continue to keep working towards it. I would say that I really did put a lot of my effort into it for the year, but with what I'm doing now and how much I've been working and then now starting school and stuff, and it's not an excuse because anything that you want, you should be able to work as hard as you can for it and make time for it, but I feel like there will be a time and a place for it when it happens, if it does happen, and if not, then that's okay too. It just wasn't meant to be. So I still enjoy taking pictures and trying to get into a modeling agency and be represented by them, but I can also work on my own and just do photo shoots and take pictures and kind of do it that way, because yes, being signed to an agency definitely does help get you out there and get you jobs and all of that good stuff, but I just love modeling, so for the time being I will take pictures on my own. So that was definitely one thing. Haven't achieved that, but we'll still work towards it. Another one was try and go back to Florence. So that actually almost happened, but with starting school, my vacation time didn't lap up with the time that I was gonna go back and visit and stay there. So there's an alumni weekend in January that would have been perfect because basically your housing's paid for and you just have to find the flights and things like that, and then you have to have spending money, but my timing didn't work out with that. So I will not be doing that in January, but again, I tried. I really did try and I almost went. And then the last one that I had was find happiness in whatever path that I take, and I feel like that one I definitely did achieve as of right now. At the beginning of the year, if you told me what I'd be doing now, I wouldn't believe you. Cosmetology school has always been a goal of mine, but I was always unsure of where I was going or if I was even gonna do it and everything like that. So I keep thinking now, I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually doing it, because it's always been something I've talked about, and it's just like everything's perfect right now of like where I am, in that I'm working in a salon that I love, so it's just kind of all working out. So that was a long-winded first question. I'll try to speed these up. When are you going to do the 10K calorie challenge? And you know who you are who asked this question, because I get it asked all the time. I actually really would like to do it, but like I only eat 17 to 1800 calories a day just for my body, and like that's where I feel the most full. So like I don't think I would ever be able to do the 10,000 calorie challenge, just because like I don't think my body can handle that much food, and I watch the videos all the time and grown big ass like bodybuilder men can't even do it. So maybe one day. If I get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will attempt it. Who is your least favorite classmate and who's your fave classmate? I'm not gonna say I love everyone. What is your biggest vice? So I don't think I've ever really been asked this question before, so that was really good. Just like thinking about it now, and it's funny because I never feel like I really used to be like this, but I would say right now it's being too hard on myself. I don't know, I wouldn't say, because I know like a lot of vices are like bad habits, and I don't think I necessarily have bad habits other than the fact that I have a habit of a lot of the time recently I've just been worried about the future and kind of worried about like each decision that I make because of what could happen in the future and if I'm making the right decisions, so things like that. So that's what I would say for right now. I don't think I have any like other bad habits that I can think of. Who is your favorite astrophysicist from the 1800s and why? I honestly have no idea. Ooh, this is a good one. Worst breakup experience and how you got over it. I would say each one of my breakups have definitely been different and hard in their own way, and it also plays a role into like the timing of my life. So I would say like the worst one that I can remember, just because of the timing of it and like the timing of my life, was in high school. And it was just like a really bad situation of like drama and rumors, and that's kind of how the breakup happened. And at that point it was like my first like real serious relationship. So in that sense, like I feel like that was the hardest thing for me to get over, and because I was so like in such a vulnerable state because other things were going on in my life, that it was definitely hard to move past that. And it was something that I held on to for a while. But I feel like definitely the number one thing that I've learned from any breakup is that, one, I know you hear this all the time, but time does heal. And the other thing is space. If you can separate yourself and space yourself from that person, is that a word, space yourself? Distance yourself from that person, then that will be the biggest thing for you. Because if you're not constantly around that person or constantly around things that are gonna remind you of them, it definitely helps you forget, or not even forget, but just kind of like get over it. I never forget anyone that I loved or anyone I was in a relationship with, but I have moved past those times in my life because I know that holding on to it is only going to prevent me from moving on in the future. Why are you so beautiful? I don't know, genetics? I'm kidding, clearly not, but thanks. That's another bad habit, is that I can't take compliments well at all, like at all. I just can't do it. Are you wearing pants right now? Yes, I am. I'm wearing pants. And they're actually, wait, I don't know if you guys can see. They're from Primark. They were $9 and they're like really cute joggers. This is difficult, but they're super cute. All right, I'm gonna do some like rapid fire questions. So beer or wine? Wine, definitely. I do love beer, but certain beers. Like I don't like heavy beers, but for wine, definitely wine, and white wine. Pinot Grigio is my favorite. Are you a flirt? I can be, like I'm gonna be honest, I can be, but that was like the biggest thing in high school, is that like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm just like, I try to be nice to people, and sometimes like, I don't know what it is about me, like I don't try to flirt with people or like act like I'm a flirt, but people take it the wrong way, or it seems like I'm being a flirt. So that was a lot of the reason of things that would happen like in high school and all of that stuff. So to other people, I guess yes. To me, I don't know, I think I'm just being nice, but there are times like if I want to flirt, I will flirt. This one's actually so funny because there's a story behind it. Have you ever peed in the woods? Yes. If you know me, you know that I literally have to pee like 24/7. Like I pee all the time. And my sophomore year of college, we were on a trip with the outing club and we went hiking, and when we got there I had to pee so bad, so me and my roommate like climbed up in this area where we thought no one could see us, and we were like in the woods. It was like there was like a cliff type thing right behind it, and I literally just like clung to a tree, squatted down and just peed, and halfway into peeing realized that the entire group, if you look down over the cliff, it's like a trail and that's where they were. So if you look straight down, if they looked up, I don't know, people probably saw my ass, but I literally was squatting and peeing and the entire group was behind me. I have a picture, but I don't think I'm gonna insert it. Maybe I'll insert it and like censor it, but it's, yeah. All of the places you have piercings on your body. So this is a good one. I have a lot actually on my ears. My mom gets mad at me because I keep wanting to get more. So on this ear I have this one here. This is like my most recent piercing. And then I have 3 holes here, 3 holes here, and then 2 here, and then I have my belly button. So that's all I have for piercings. Are you dating? Nope, I am very, very single. Favorite scents, I like sweet smelling stuff. Like I love like vanilla, or like for candle scents, I'm like such like a sugar cookie, or like sweet smelling person. Summer or winter? Summer. Do you use drugs? No, I just drink alcohol occasionally. Have you ever fallen in love? Yes. Eye color, I have blue eyes. What is the first thing you instantly notice about people? I definitely like look at people's eyes. Like I'm a very like eye person. Eye and smile, I would say, are like the 2 things that I really go for like being attracted to someone. The other thing is just like personality and like outgoingness. If someone's shy, since I can be kind of shy, it's hard for me because I like someone who is a little bit like more confident and like outgoing, who will kind of like bring that side out of me, because I am like that a lot of the time, but it's when I'm comfortable. If I'm in an awkward situation or a new situation, I can be kind of like standoffish and like shy. So I would say someone who's definitely like very confident is like what I first notice about them, because then it makes me feel more comfortable. How many people have you slept with over the last month? None. Again, very single. Does love equal sex? I would say no, because I feel like a lot of people will just have casual sex and not necessarily be in love with the person. But I think that the most meaningful is when you are in love with the person. Love with heartbreaks or no love at all? I would definitely say love with heartbreaks, because then you can experience love and actually truly know what it is. And every heartbreak, the way that I look at it is every heartbreak is a new lesson learned, and the stronger that you become from the heartbreak. If you could wish anything or do anything, what would it be? That's kind of hard. I don't know, there's like a couple things that come into my mind, and it's not like a specific thing like I wish I could go here or I wish I could have this. It would be more of just like, I wish that I will be content and happy in my life. I don't know, because I wouldn't even say that, because I feel like you need to experience the hard times in your life in order to like move past it and grow from it. So like I wouldn't want to be content and happy all the time, because then you're constantly looking for more. And I wouldn't like wish for money, because money, that's another question that I had. It's like money, I don't think money equals happiness at all, because money can just buy things for you, and that's kind of the sole purpose of having money. Granted, yes, having a lot of money will give you the satisfaction and like stability in your head of being financially stable. That one's hard. I don't know. Probably just like, yeah, I guess like being financially stable, but I would also, if I had a good amount of money, I would do what I needed to do with my life, and I would still want to work and still want to provide for myself, but then I would also want to give back to other people. Your best friend just confesses to having feelings for you and wants to be with you more than usual friends. He loves you. What will you do or say? I would hope that if someone was really close to me, felt that way, that they would want to tell me, or that they could tell me, because I would want to know. It depends on the person. What I would say, I mean, if I had the same feelings for them, then obviously I'd let them know, and if I didn't, I would let them know the same way, and I would let them know that even if I didn't feel the same way, that nothing's gonna change between us, and I would hope that it wouldn't be like a weird situation. What age did you realize Santa was not real? I don't remember. I didn't really have like a traumatic experience of realizing that Santa wasn't real. I realized it because my mom's name is Sandy and then Santa, so it's S-A-N for both of them, and it was written like the same exact way, so that's kind of how I figured it out, and it was just with age. What is the best compliment you've ever received? Like I said, I'm really bad at taking compliments. I would say the best compliment that I've received is that, not that I know what I'm doing with my life, but in the fact that people see a lot in me. That's definitely like the best thing, is when I talk to someone, especially like adults or even like bosses and stuff, is when like they tell you, or like I've been complimented and said that like they can see potential in me. I think that's like the best thing, and that they can see that I'm going to do things with my life. That's kind of like the biggest like motivation to me, because it makes me feel confident in the decisions that I'm making and that I'm on the right track in my life. Do you have any tattoos? If yes, what do they mean? Yes, I have one tattoo. It's this one. I have an entire video talking about it, so if you want to learn about that, I'm not going to go into it because it's like a 10-minute long video, and I will link it above. To your knowledge, have you ever been cheated on? Yes. Have you ever catfished anyone? No, but I have been catfished. Someone was using my pictures and pretending to be basically me when it was them. How tall are you? 5'6". If applicable, when did you lose your virginity? I believe I was 16 or 17. Oh my god, this is actually so funny. If you had to live in the world of the last TV show you watched, where would you be living? So the last thing I watched, I was catching up on the Jersey Shore family vacation. So New Jersey, I guess. What is the scariest thing you've ever experienced? Definitely the time in Greece. I made a whole story time video about it as well, if you want to go watch that. But the time that I was being like stalked and followed, and I thought I was going to be kidnapped, because that is one of my biggest fears, is being kidnapped. What color of underwear are you wearing right now? Yeah, I'm not wearing them. Have you ever had a pregnancy scare? Yes, hasn't every girl. What's your zodiac sign? I am a Gemini. All right, let's do like 2 or 3 more. Would you ever change anything about yourself? And if so, what would it be? I, like any other person, nitpick myself, and like I have my own insecurities, and I would say the one thing that maybe I would change if I could physically, like physical appearance wise, would be my height, because in that sense I would be able to more easily get into the modeling world. That's kind of like the number one thing that's held me back, is my height, because I am only 5'6", and they want someone who's at least like 5'8" or 5'9" for fashion modeling. And even though commercial modeling is a big thing, that's like what I would be doing if I was modeling or signed to an agency, but definitely my height, because I want to be like 5'8" or 5'9". And then it says like, would you ever change anything? And no, I wouldn't, because I feel like I am created the way that I was, and I shouldn't change anything about myself because I am the way that I am for a reason. This is a good one. I'll leave off on this one because it's just something that's kind of been on my mind lately. Mention something that's currently bothering you. So I would say that right now, as many struggles as I am having, I am extremely happy with where my life is, because everything has kind of fallen into place. I would say like the number one thing that's kind of just been on my mind is financial situations, just because I am still trying to work, but I'm going to school and I have a lot of bills to pay, and paying for gas and my insurances and just all my other expenses. It's been pretty difficult because I've always been very good at saving my money and making sure that I have enough money in my bank account. But I would say like right now I am like just getting by and living paycheck to paycheck. But I want to leave off on this note because I feel like this is super important, and it's like a really good message for me to tell you guys with my personal struggles, is that, like I said, money does not equal happiness. Of course, if you are in a financial situation where you're struggling, it does take a toll on you and you're constantly worrying about it. But I always say that I know I'm gonna be okay. Like, I know for a fact that no matter what, I will be okay. I will have enough money to keep me financially stable, get what I need to get, do what I need to do, and succeed in my life. I am in school right now for my education that will provide me my future and my career in the future. So I know that right now in my life, even though I am struggling a little bit financially, that it's just money. It's a material object, and I could totally like go into a whole other video about this, but I just want to say that if you're struggling with anything in general, that it will get better, and you're just at a low point in your life with whatever it is, and that, not to bring like God or anything into it, but like God has a plan for you, and just in general, like things will get better, and somehow, some way, life is going to lead you down the right path and give you what you need. Everything happens for a reason. I will stand by that till the day I die, that no matter what bad situation you're in right now, or if you feel like this bad time in your life is never going to end, or you don't know what to do, trust me, just keep going, keep taking every day, day by day, and things will get better, and you're gonna find where you're supposed to be in life. So on that note, this has been going on for like a half an hour now, and I'm gonna have to cut it down, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for asking me questions. If you want me to do any other Q&As or any other topics of things that I mentioned today, then definitely leave them down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Instagram. I will leave it down below. I usually leave my social media down below if you guys want to follow me, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.